on my visit to London, and you know what? 1 star. It's just a big clock. I don't understand all the hype with this clock. It is literally just a clock. It's going to be a digital one in 30 years anyway. And what's with the L being there? I was completely misled. Hello, my friend. Welcome back to EmKay. My name is Jack, the palm that faces back. Come face me, facing you, facing this subreddit today. It is Facepalm. Time to bruise that forehead. I have something to say. I'm a little bummed that Adele lost weight. Yes, I know this is not about me, but it's not just about Adele either. Adele is skinny now. How dare she freely choose what to do with her own body? You're not allowed to feel good about how you look if I don't feel good too. This is Joel Osteen's house. Joel doesn't pay taxes. Joel received over 4 million in aid. You got 600. Oh, this poor soul. He's had to resort to this tiny house behind this large mansion. Thank goodness people don't abuse the welfare system so little souls like Joel Osteen here can live somewhere safely. Demi Lovato thinks the term aliens is derogatory to extraterrestrials. Laugh all you want, she's just thinking ahead. The day that aliens arrive, she'll be the one who's gonna be progressive. It ain't stupid if you're a futurist. Tonight, a 19-ish-year-old in the bar very nicely asked me if I could give them a refund on a vodka coke they bought because they realized they were too drunk and drinking it would be a bad idea. A move both so ballsy and sincere, I couldn't possibly refuse. I thought in all US states you must be at least 21 years old in order to purchase alcohol. I'm one of the dozens of people worldwide that live in a country that's not America. It's a real shame our Aussie friends were forced to give up their arms. Yeah, I still got legs, I'll be fine. Oh, but Glowy McGlow-Eyes has something to say. It's a real shame that kids in Australia don't even know what active shooter even means. Well, thank you for your concern, America, but we don't want to be you. Remember the Texas prisoner who sued for a cotton blanket because he was allergic to the prison's blankets and officials refused to give him a cotton one instead? I got records showing the state spent over $20,000 fighting his case instead of giving him a blanket. It's almost as if the people in charge of it all just had too much of an ego to be accommodating. No English word has double ooh except good. Prove me wrong. Book. Try reading one. Now you look here, sir. Remembering when I moved out of my first studio flat and I left a box of chocolates and some nice coffee on the side as a gift to the building manager and got charged £20 for the removal of leftover personal belongings. Chivalry's dead and building managers killed it. I wonder why all my high-skilled post-grad friends are vaccinated while the majority of the high school dropouts are not. Because collage brainwashes people. Yeah, literally. Or in your case, literacy. Irony is telling people, go back to your country, while flying the flag of a country that doesn't exist, in the country that defeated it. I personally love the two folks on either end of this photo wearing the exact same shirt, staring each other down like two girls at prom. Well, one of us has to change. Nobody. People who used to work in restaurants. I'd like to correct this to people who work in hospitality in general, or as this comment best puts it, people with common courtesy. After all, you go to a restaurant to pay for the food. Leaving a huge mess says more about your character. Deaf Colorado man arrested for not complying with police commands he couldn't understand, lawsuit says. Now you may think, oh, that's pretty insane, but is that really necessary for an entire lawsuit? Take it away, Gabagool. At the hospital, after they learned he was deaf, they still charged him with resisting arrest and assaulting a police officer. And he stayed in jail for 4 months without an interpreter to communicate with staff. So, yeah, maybe the lawsuit is kind of valid. I don't know where this is sourced from, but... Beloved, do not take part in any of these components of Satan's spiritual structure. They are doorways to demonic possession. Eastern religions. Someone's got some fragile Christianity. Yoga, because how dare you stretch your body for mobility? Jesus ain't happy. We got Rosicrucianism, whatever that is. Space racism just underneath it too. Vegetarianism, right next to lycanthropy. It's an interesting combo. But hey, let's see how insane it gets. Oh, Lord of the Rings. Don't they basically defeat Satan in that? Trilateralism? Sorry, mathematicians. Marijuana? Oh, that's a close one. Thank goodness people only smoke marijuana. Video games, Harry Potter, Halloween, fornication, heavy metal, and of course the worst of them all, and most valid of this list, Twilight films.
Hi guys, I'm Barney's cousin, Gary, the gray dinosaur.
Please help! This McDonald's has this dinosaur and refuse to remove it. This is in Tucson, Arizona. Call the manager and demand the removal of this blasphemy. This is their phone number and they're located here. I will personally call them to add more dinosaurs. And I will arrive with a long wig and beard and a white robe and pat them all on the head. I'm not pro-life or pro-choice. I'm pro-education. Teach people about birth control cycles, the impact a child has, and teach about the pros and cons of having a baby and abortion. Neither is easy. Come on, guys, let women decide, but at least make it an informed choice.
That's pro-choice, dumbass.
The American education system has no cultural or racial bias. The American education system.
Hello.
What's wrong with this? Egypt is in Europe, right? Oh, well, just the artifacts. During this pandemic, you really see who your real friends are. Who's checking up on you, making sure you're okay? Remember that when all this is over. I feel like we need to constantly remind ourselves that the entire world does not revolve around us. Testing people's loyalties during a pandemic is narcissistic. But you need to be there for me when I'm having a bad day. What do you mean you're having a bad day too? Oh my, can you stop being so self-centered for once and care about how I feel? I wish we could choose our baby fathers. Hey, someone come tell her before I do, because I'ma hurt her feelings. Buy a man eat fish, he day. Teach. I was expecting the legitimate version. Buy a man eat fish, he day. Teach fish man to a lifetime. Ah yes, words to live by. Name a color that doesn't have an E in it. I'll wait.
Gray.
Oh, close. Good. You had the passion. That's what matters. It's spelt with an E, people. Norway is happiest country in the world. What's the secret? I can't believe that a wealthy country with free healthcare and education, high wages, a strong middle class, and nearly a month paid vacation time by law is happy. Can't expect to prosper without a $500 insulin shot. A century ago, California banned Native American tribes from their traditional practice of controlled burns. Now, officials say reducing the risk of wildfires means restoring good fire, much like the state's tribes once did.
Oh, so the people who lived there for centuries knew what the frick they were talking about?
Imagine that. Actually received this resume today. Work experience. Honestly, not much because I just graduated, but please see below. Game of Thrones expert, April 17th, 2011 to present. Binge watched the entire series in one weekend. Stared at screen so long, went blind in one eye. Only left couch to use bathroom and get snacks. Stranger Things expert, July 16th, 2016 to present. Watched each season in 2 days. Created RIP Barb fan page on Facebook that now has 25,000 followers. Efficiently used X's Netflix login without being caught. I get the Native Americans are upset. I get it. That being said, this country would not be what it is today if the actions of our past were not taken. What do you mean by that? Well, they mean Native Americans should feel grateful that 90% of their population was exterminated because the remaining 10% get to live in poverty on reservations, while everyone else gets to enjoy Starbucks and Amazon Prime, and pretend our military isn't terrorizing the rest of the world so we can live in a protective bubble of ignorance. Did I miss anything? Hello, $3,000 healthcare bills. r/Mapborn. Percentage of American voters able to successfully identify Iran on a map. Wow, only 23%. I think my greatest fear comes from those genuinely pointing towards the oceans. Just saw a woman I went to high school with post that she's doing her own research on the vaccine. One time in our senior history class, she raised her hand and asked the teacher if Paris was in Italy or Europe. We're doomed. The children at my son's elementary school have started referring to me as a Karen and mocking my chic hairstyle. Is there anything I can do in the way of legal action to prevent this? I am deeply offended. Well, posting a question about suing 8-year-olds is probably the wrong way to beat the stereotype. I disagree. Become the thing that they fear most. Show them the power of words.
You named me, therefore you have summoned me!
I got dumped for having red hair. My boyfriend's mom didn't want to risk having ginger grandchildren, so she made him dump me. He married a blonde and had 2 ginger kids. Karma. My kids are blonde! Pro-Trump candidates suggest taking all the boats out of the water to lower sea levels. Alright, my snacks, it's time for some fan artwork today. This work is by Asseering. Hello, Asseering. This is your 3rd time posting. Oh, wow. Props to you for not not giving up. They harvested the bark by hand. Ooh. Yo, that is awesome. Wow, man, I really need to get off the Minecraft if those upvotes and downvotes are making me think of pickaxes. Hell yes. I love it when you guys just think out of the box with your creativity. Thank you so much, Assyring, for that beautiful work. And of course, if you yourself want to see your own stuff here on the channel at some point, make sure you post your beautiful creations, artwork, or any other kind in the EmKay subreddit. Now, if you have positioned yourself proportionately at the end of this video, you've clearly enjoyed your time, so you should leave a like to support the channel. Also, if you're looking for other ways you can support us and show your love, we have our EmKay store available, link in the description down below. Grab a poster, they're amazing, beautiful. I have one behind me right now, and it stares at me as I sleep. It protects me, but it also owns me. They're available in limited quantities though, so grab them while they're around. But anyway, if you got more time to procrastinate, why not check out some more content on the channel and be subscribed so you're always updated on the daily videos. Anyway, my name has been Jack. You've been a lovely person to ramble with today. Feel free to say hello to me via the link in the description below as well. I will not see you though until next time. Bye-bye.